Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and the continuation or the finalization of our Gunsmith series. We're on part 25, the capstone, the finished one, the big dog, and most difficult one to do. Not because of the parts or anything, but getting the gun is only one way to do it. So let's not waste any time, get you into the build, get this done, and get the awesome rewards for it. Okay, so part 25, this is the last one, at least as of now, and it's a pretty big reward, pretty big. You got to get the PKP, obviously. The requirements are it wants the Zenico kit, handguard, buttstock, muzzle brake, USP, 2-play on sight, and a tactical device. Ergo, no lower than 10, 100 round box recoil mag, recoil no higher than 950. Don't worry about the stats too much. We'll get there just with the items as it is. It's more about getting the gun. But the big deal is you get 5 Bitcoins. And right now, Bitcoins are like 800K. Or something silly, or even higher. So you're pushing nearly 5 million rubles with the Bitcoin alone. It unlocks the barter for the black key card, which is a fantastic barter. It's super cheap. You can make your money back from that barter, running labs, with running black room and getting stims. And then you get the weapon case, which you can still sell those on the flea, which is fantastic because it gives it to you found in raid. And those sell for anywhere from 5 to 6 million rubles. So you're talking near 8 to 9 million ruble reward for doing this. So it's going to cover everything you've ever done with Gunsmith. So first things first, you got to get a PKP. It only spawns on Kaban. He's the only one you can get it from, the boss at the streets, Lexos location on streets. He doesn't always have it either. You could have the PKM, which does not work, or the RPK, I think you can spawn with as well. And those just, it's got to be the PKP specifically. Now, these can come in lots of different shapes and sizes. The one I got off of him was actually really close to being finished. This is the one I did my task. This one here needs a little bit more work. First things first, let's repair it. Not because this one needs to, but I want to reiterate, things have to be over 60 durability on your Gunsmith task. Second thing up is not really anything other than that. We're just going to go right into the build screen. So from here, I will open up my preset and talk about the parts. So the grip, the box mag, the stock, all of that stuff for the big things. You do need the rubber eye cup, some of this other stuff, and you're going to need to change the barrel because that's the only way you can put on the muzzle brake, the butt pad, which this wasn't last wipe you couldn't do it, but now you can put that on the stock, as well as a grip. And I just used the tan saw because it's weird and goofy. But we'll assemble. We'll go look at our parts here real quick and what we got to get. It's all right here. It's, if you're doing this, you're not really worried about the money. But the big thing, you can't see it because my head's in the way, is this barrel. You've got to buy the PKM barrel. Now, it might spawn as a PKP with a PKM barrel, so just double check that. These come in like, I've seen like 5 different variants of them, or 4, just different ways the PKP can come. So just look at the parts you need. You might not have to buy them because they're already on there. The big other one is you don't need a grip. Last wipe you needed a grip. This wipe you don't because of the recoil changes they made. That might change next wipe, and if they do, we'll redo the videos again. Obviously, I'll buy all the parts. I'll try to buy all the parts, and we will assemble this thing, and we'll talk about everything that goes into it. So like I said, the barrel comes off. The handguard is a big part that you got to buy. They're really cheap on the flea. Just don't forget about it, and make sure you take off the bipod. As far as the bipod's concerned, though, I took it off because you had to last wipe. It was just a habit thing because you needed to put the grip on there. I don't know if you can leave the bipod on or not. I didn't turn it in like that, and I obviously can't check right now. But interestingly enough, if you leave the bipod on there, you don't need to use the rubber stock. Small things, just want to point it out. Some people care about that stuff. This mag obviously has ammo in it. Make sure that, I don't know if it matters. Sometimes it builds, it does, sometimes it doesn't. So make sure you take the ammo out of the mag before you turn it in. But for my preset, it had to be no bipod. It worked. This is what I turned in right here. Now, as far as the grips go, just as a point of discussion, if people don't want to use this grip, the point is you needed that. That's the lowest, cheapest ergo you can get. If you put on a fancier one, anything like that, it'll work just fine. I just used a saw grip because saws are machine guns too. Anyways, getting aside of what we're doing here with this video. So you get it done, you go turn it in, and you end up with your crazy rewards. Not all that much experience, but you're done with the Gunsmith series. So with that, we're gonna do something extra here because I don't want to lose it. I like having my PKP in my hideout, so we'll throw that in there real quick. That's where I keep mine, because I keep my trophy guns, because I don't know what else to do with my weapon stand. And that way, when I enter my screen like this and I go to my fancy view that you guys always see me in, PKP sitting right there. But we'll wrap it up. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Glad to finish this series up. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you were able to get to this video. Part 25 is big. It's hard to do, but it's super worthwhile. Anyways, thank you guys for all the support and sticking through all the videos. We'll see you in my next Tarkov video.